All right. So we're going to start today seated down on the floor. So thank you so much for joining me today. Here we're going to do a gentle flow yoga class, very hatha based and incorporating vinyasa movements into the practice. My name is Mandy, and just remember that if anything hurts or feels uncomfortable, I'll provide you with different modifications to change the posture so it feels better in your body. Listen to your body and stay connected to your breath throughout your practice. So here, we're just going to start actually lying down on our back in reclined butterfly. So for reclined butterfly, we're going to ease our way back. If you do have a pillow or anything that you want to use to support yourself, please feel free to do that. Make sure that if you have a pillow or a bolster, that it supports the entirety of your spine and that it begins down at your sacrum and then follows along the length of the spine all the way past your head. Otherwise, we're just going to use the floor as a prop, which is excellent. So here we'll lie back. We're going to bring our feet together. Okay, so those feet touch. We lie down on the floor, rolling the shoulders under and palms up towards the ceiling. So I'm going to provide this to you at a different angle. So here your body is on the mat, palms up. Roll the shoulders under. You can use your elbows to push up. And then allow your eyes to close and just start to come to your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. If you'd like, you can bend the elbows and just place the hands near your belly button, near your navel. Just noticing under your fingertips as your belly nice and soft, as your lungs fill. And then as you're exhaling, allowing the belly button, the navel to fall, emptying the lungs. Fully in. So here, if you want, you can just do a quick scan of your body. Just see if you can soften at the joints, at any places that you notice that you're feeling tension, you're holding musculature. So let's start with the face. Just allow the scalp and the face to soften. Perhaps you need to open the jaw nice and wide. Release tension in the jaw, depending on what brought you to your mat today. Softening the shoulders, the arms, the hands. Moving through the torso, through the hips, the pelvis, through your legs, the knees, the ankles. Breathing in and breathing out. 2 more nice full breaths here. Again, eyes are closed as you're breathing in and breathing out, staying on the back in that reclined butterfly. Letting the breath move in smoothly. Just deciding perhaps we need different angles for this practice. All right. So at the bottom of your next exhale, you can press all that breath out. Really feel the navel pulling to the back of the spine, but you still maintain your natural curvature of the spine on the floor, so you're not flat. We'll bring the hand center of chest, pressing palm to palm, thumbs just resting on your sternum or in front of the heart. And just take a moment to center your practice. Perhaps like our earlier practice, it was connection with breath. Today, I'd like to take kindness to self, kindness to others to ground our practice. Showing kindness to your body, to your mind, to your spirit. Then gently you can release those hands. It can come along the side of your thighs, ease those knees together with the help of your arms, eyes still closed. Here, separate your feet about the width of your mat. Feet hip distance apart, feet flat on the floor. Again, you can roll those shoulder blades under. If you want, you can bring the arms out to the side. They can be straight out from the shoulders or slightly at an angle. Or the arms can be close to the side, just depending on where you're at today. We're going to inhale. As we exhale, let both knees fall to the right side. So here we're just moving into the spine. Inhale, exhale. Now let the knees fall to the left. You can look to the right. Come back, inhale, exhale, knees fall out to the right side. And then back center. And then to the left, use your exhale. Good. Inhale, come center. Here you can tuck that pelvis, bring the flat of the back into the floor. Gently, you can tuck the chin into the chest and you can open the eyes, just looking towards your knees. Then bring those knees up to the chest, tucking up. You can bring the upper body up off the floor. And hands don't have to go to elbows. I know yesterday that's what we did, but here it can just be to the wrists. Tuck the chin, breathe in, breathe out. You can just pull those knees into the chest, breathing in and breathing out. Then we'll release those legs slightly. Here we're just going to make small circles on the sacrum, breathing in and breathing out into the low back, into the hips. 4 full circles in one direction. We'll pull it into the knees or into the chest and then move to the opposite direction. Breathing in out. And that 4th circle here, bringing the knees into the chest, just pulling, breathing in and breathing out. Okay, here we're going to roll up to seated. Very similar to what we did yesterday. We're going to use our rock and roll to get us up to seated. You can go 3, 4, maybe 5 times, just depending on where you're at today. So inhaling and exhaling, rolling up and back down. Just a nice massage along the spine up to that seated position. Here we're going to cross our legs. Take whatever seated position feels good to you. Sit up nice and tall. We'll sneak the right arm out to the right side. Left arm reaches up towards the ceiling and then pull the shoulder down. Lots of movement in the neck. Inhale, exhale. Over to the side. Then we'll inhale, float that left arm up. It comes down. Sneak it out to the left side. Reach the right arm up. Pull the shoulder down and away. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, float that arm down. So we'll do that again, opposite side. So sneak the right arm out, left arm goes up, pull that shoulder away. Inhale and exhale. Try and keep both hips down towards the floor. Then we're going to turn the torso towards the legs, sweep over, moving to the second side. So here, draw that arm up and over. Then inhale, exhale, sweep. Drawing up and over. Second time through, turn that torso towards the legs, sweep through. Draw the arm up. Again, lots of movement in the neck. Practicing kindness towards yourself, towards your breath. Then we'll turn the torso towards that leg, come center. Inhale, come up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, walk the hands forward. Breathing in. And we'll walk those hands back to the seated position. Okay. So we're going to roll the shoulders up, back and down. Turn the fingertips away from you. Just tent the fingers. So here in this position, tenting those fingers, lifting the chest up, breathing in and breathing out. Then we'll inhale, keeping those fingertips tented, just rolling ourselves forward. We're going to place the hands on either side of our hips, extend the legs, take note of which one's in front, whether it's right or left, and then recross the legs in the opposite manner. Inhale, draw the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. And we'll walk those hands back. Here we'll extend the legs out in front. Grab any extra flesh from behind. We'll draw the arms out to the side. Another nice forward fold. Inhale. So here you lengthen to your knees, your shins, your ankles, wherever you can get to. If you can get to those feet, great. But if you feel yourself automatically going into flexion, just lengthen up first. Reach as far as you can. Okay, keeping that nice lengthened spine. And then breathe in, breathe out, and let yourself relax forward. Okay, so really our first full forward fold with extended legs, getting into the hamstrings. So just ease your way through it. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, lengthen those hands towards the toes, past the toes perhaps. Inhale all the way up and release the hands down. Here we'll bring those feet back together for that butterfly. Okay. So soles of the feet touch. We're going to interlace our fingers, include our thumbs around those feet. Sit up nice and tall. Pull the chest through. Lift up. Inhale. Exhale. With the next inhale, you can draw those knees slightly upward. And then exhale, allow those knees to fall closer to the floor. Just getting into the groin a little bit. And we're going to inhale. With the next inhale, you can draw those knees up. You can release the hands. Bring them to the outside of the knees. Inhale, exhale. Just allow the body to fold over those legs that are up to your chest. And then we're going to roll ourselves onto hands and knees. So here, hands and knees, we're just going to move to our tabletop position. So wrists are right under the shoulders. Knees are right under the hips. Okay. You can spread those fingers. Inhale, lift up into your cat lift or your cow, and then exhale into cat. We'll just do 2 of these, so run through that. Inhale, exhale. Then we'll inhale to flat back, toes, heels touch, open the knees nice and wide. Bring the hips down towards the heels, lengthen down. Breathing in and breathing out. Then we'll inhale, look towards those fingers, spread the fingers, exhale. Inhale, draw up, bring the knees together under those hips again, so not close together, they're just under the hips. Inhale, cow, exhale, cat. Inhale to tabletop position. Let's take the left arm, we're going to inhale, reach all the way up. If it feels better, hand can be by the ear with that bent elbow. Otherwise, let's exhale. We're going to thread the needle. So take that left arm through the right leg and arm. Bring the back of the shoulder to the floor. Palm faces the ceiling, back of the hand on the floor. Reach the opposite hand up if you'd like. Give it a high five. Okay. Bend at the elbow and then just kind of stick your hand in your back pocket or towards your hip. Breathing in and breathing out. If that doesn't feel good, the hand can stay down on the floor, just offering some support. Then we're going to inhale, lengthen, give that ceiling a high five again. Rotate through the shoulder, press the hand into the floor. Inhale, open nice and wide. Hand comes back down, second side. Inhale, right arm up. Okay, rotation. Exhale, take that right arm through the left leg, left arm, palm towards the ceiling, back of the hand flat on the floor. Then take that opposite left hand. It can smack the ceiling, give it a high five. Bend at the elbow. Reach either for your back pocket or your hip. Breathing in and breathing out. And then we're going to inhale, high five that ceiling. Bring that left arm back to the floor. Inhale, open, rotate through that right side. Exhale, release down to the floor. Here, let's go back to that cat-cow. Inhale. Exhale into your cat. Inhale to flat back. Let's tuck the toes. We're going to build on our sequencing from yesterday with that cat-cow down dog, okay? So here, let's push into that downward facing dog. Bend one knee and straighten the other. Same thing, opposite side. Do that several times just to ease through the back of the legs. Breathing in and breathing out. Then we're going to come high on those toes, heels in the air. Exhale, heels close to the floor. So all we're looking for is to ease the heels closer. They don't have to touch the floor. Then we're going to come high on those toes again, bend the knees, bring the knees to the floor, ease back into your child's pose. So the toes, heels come together, open the knees as wide as feels good, release down. So just always remembering that in your child's pose, you do not have to have your knees wide open. They can be together, just taking that curled forward release in the spine. Okay, so let's come up. Inhale. Let's add on. Okay, so get the knees under the hips, wrists under the shoulders. Inhale into your cow. Exhale into your cat. Inhale, nice flat back. Tuck the toes, hips towards the heels. Push into downward facing dog. Let's just pedal once. So bring the right heel down to the floor, then the left heel down to the floor. Then bring those heels high in the air and ease the heels closer to the floor. We're going to look towards our hands. We'll walk the feet one at a time towards the front of our mat. So here you don't need to jump. Okay, and we're going to keep the feet hip distance apart rather than knees close together, just for this time. So let's inhale, lengthen. Then exhale, release down towards the floor. Bend at the knees, hinge at the hips, and let's come all the way up. Reverse swan dive. Reach the arms up overhead. Palms touch. Exhale. Bring the hands down center of chest. Okay, so let's reverse that. We'll draw the arms up overhead. And then turn the palms out. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands on either side of those feet. Press the palms into the mat. We'll take those legs back one at a time. If you're more advanced, by all means, go ahead. You can get fancier. Elbows tightened by your side. Here you can come to your knees if you like, or you can keep full plank and then lower yourself down to the floor. Inhale. Okay, just to cobra, so fingertips should be together in alignment with your shoulders. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Bending one knee, then the other. Let's come up high on those toes, heels towards the floor. Then high on the toes, bend the knees. Come down to the floor, heels, toes together, open the knees nice and wide, bring the hips down towards the floor. Child's pose. And we'll inhale, look towards those hands. Ease our way up onto hands and knees. Here we go. Get those knees under the hips, wrists under the shoulders. Inhale into cow or cat lift. Exhale into cat. Here in this cat, let's just breathe a couple of seconds. Breathing in and breathing out. And if you want to just move into the side body in this cat, go for it. Then with the next inhale, just come to flat spine. Let's tuck the toes, hips towards heels. As you exhale, push into downward facing dog. Bend one knee, then the other. Heels high in the air, heels close to the floor. Look towards your hands. Walk, hop, step those feet forward in between the hands. Keep the feet hip distance apart. Okay. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release down towards the floor. Bend at the knees, hinge at the hips, and then draw all the way up. Exhale. Bring the hands center of chest. Let's just take Tadasana, mountain pose for a moment. Roll the shoulders up, back and down, palms forward. Lift the chest. Lift your toes. Feel all four corners of your feet pressing into the floor. Energetically, the inside, the arch of your foot is lifting. Then you can drop those toes down to the floor. Keep yourself grounded into your mat. Okay, we're going to do sun salutation A here. You can speed it up if you'd like. I'm going to take it nice and slow. Inhale, draw the arms up overhead, palms touch. Then turn those palms outward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands on either side of those feet. Press the palms into the floor. Make sure you make a good connection there before you bring those feet back. So I'm just going to walk the feet back into the plank. Okay, second time through, we may go a little bit faster. Elbows tighten by your side. Come up high on the tops of your toes. Exhale, lower down. And then inhale. Either you can go cobra or up dog, just depending on where you're at today. So cobra, elbows tighten by your side, fingertips in alignment with your shoulders. Your low back is really lifting the back up. That's where you're moving into extension. Okay. Then exhale, release down, tuck the toes, push into downward facing dog. You can bend one knee, then the other. High on the toes, heels close to the ground. Stay here for 2 full rounds of breath. And we're going to look forward towards the hands. Here we'll walk, step those feet forward. In between the hands towards the top of your mat. Feet hip distance apart again. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release yourself, forward fold. Bend at the knees nice and deep where your chest can rest on your thighs. Reverse swan dive all the way up to standing. Exhale, pull those hands center of chest. Kindness in your thoughts, kindness to your body, kindness in connection with your breath. Inhale, draw the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands on either side of those feet. Press the palms into the floor. Here you can walk, step, hop those feet back, lower down to the floor, and then inhale, either cobra or up dog. So with your up dog, make sure that you're pulling out of your trapezius. So if you feel yourself easing down, no, go back to your cobra. Okay, if you can't pull yourself out, you should not be here. Exhale, roll over those toes. Push into downward facing dog. Here you can walk it through a couple times. Come up high on those toes and then ease the heels closer towards the floor. Stay here for 3 full breaths. So if you need to bring more movement to your down dog, please feel free. You can make this practice your own. So now we're going to look towards the top of our mat. You can walk, hop, step those feet forward in between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release down towards the floor. Bend at the knees, hinge at the hips, come all the way up. Pull the hands down. Breathing in and breathing out. Okay, so here we're going to add on a bit. Okay, so we're going to start back down on the floor. We'll move with our cat-cow, move into that sun salutation A, and add on to warriors. Okay, so here we go. We're going to inhale, draw the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let's bring those hands on either side of those feet. We're just going to walk the feet back this time instead of hopping or jumping. Okay, so just stay with me. See if you can do this. Lower down, elbows tighten by your sides. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Release down, tuck the toes, push into downward facing dog. 2 full breaths. We're going to come high on those toes, heels in the air. Ease the heels down towards the floor. Then one more time, high in the air, bend to the knees. Bring yourself to your cat-cow. Okay, so here we're back at the beginning of our sequence. We're going to inhale into that cow or cat lift. Exhale into cat. Inhale, flat back, tuck the toes, push the hips back, push into downward facing dog. Bend one knee, then the other. High on the toes, heels ease to the ground. We're going to look towards the hands. We'll walk, hop, step those feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release down. Bend at the knees, hinge the hips. Reverse swan dive. Okay, so here's where we're going to add on. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release down towards the floor. Here, hands can rest flat on the floor. I want you to take your right leg back. Okay, so we're going to go into a high lunge. Fingertips are tented on the floor. Breathing in and breathing out. So that back leg, so that right leg is lengthening back, pressing through the heel. Your left knee is right over top of your ankle. Inhale, draw the arms up. Exhale, draw the arms back. Interlace the fingers, lift up. Release those arms. Inhale up. Okay. We're going to move that back leg. Bring the back foot in so that it's at a 45-degree angle. Keep the bend in that front knee. And if you need to readjust, okay, keep the hips facing forward in alignment with your knee as best you can. Then we're going to exhale. As we exhale, draw the left arm forward, right arm goes back. Parallel those arms to the floor. Breathing in and breathing out. Then we're going to turn that left palm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release back. Inhale. Then we'll bend that front arm. Okay. Extreme side angle. Inhale, exhale. Press through the heel, through the fingertips, breathing in and breathing out. Then we'll inhale, come back to that warrior two. Good. Exhale, exalted warrior. Come back. Swing that back arm. That right arm comes forward. Okay, right heel comes up in the air. Bend a little deeper into that lunge. Exhale, release down on either side of the front foot. Okay, then we'll bring that left leg up into the air. Release it down. Breathe in, breathe out. Bend one knee, then the other. Heels high, heels low. Look towards the top of your mat. We'll walk, step, hop those feet forward in between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release down. Bend at the knees, hinge at the hips, come all the way back up. Then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Here again, bend the knees as much as you can. Maybe your chest rests on the thighs. Okay, so we're just trying to loosen up the glutes, the hamstrings, the low back when we move into this movement. Hands on either side of those front feet. This time, let's take the left leg back. Okay, so same thing. We're going to go into that lunge position. Left leg's back, pressing the heel back towards the back wall. Reach the arms up. Exhale, reach the arms behind. Interlace fingers. Lift up. Release those arms back up. Back foot comes in to that 45-degree angle. So here we go. Warrior one, try and keep the hips as squared forward as you can, which becomes increasingly difficult depending on where that back foot is. Okay. Now draw that right hand forward, left arm goes back. Warrior. Now turn that right palm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release back. Inhale. Bend the elbow, place it on that front leg. Inhale, exhale, rotate through the shoulder, pressing through the heel, through the middle finger. Breathing in and breathing out. Then we'll inhale, come back, turn that palm up towards the ceiling, release back. Inhale, come back. Reaching that back hand forward, heel comes up, back to that low lunge. Okay, so now we're going to come hands down to the floor. We'll bring that right leg up into the air. Release that foot down. Bend one knee, straighten the other. Breathing in and breathing out. Heels high, heels low. Look towards the hands. Walk, hop, step those feet forward towards the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Really allow yourself just to drape over the legs, breathing in and breathing out. Here, let's place the fingers on the floor if you can get them there. If not, just bend your knees and heel toe the feet apart. Okay. Once you're heel toed apart, okay, then engage your quadriceps, lift the kneecaps just to lengthen behind the legs. You don't have to have straight legs here by any means. And just think about lifting the kneecaps with your quadriceps rather than jacking the knees back. Grab opposite hand to opposite elbow and just shake your head. No, no, no. Nod your head. Yes, yes, yes. Again, check out where the weight is in your feet. If your toes have turned white, that is not what we want. See if you can ease the weight back on all four corners of each of your feet, and then you can drop those toes back down just to give you a little more grounding. Inhale, exhale, allow the body to pendulum over to the left. Hands still on your elbows. Exhale, come center. Inhale, exhale, over to the right. Come center. Inhale, exhale, release the arms down towards the floor. Bend the knees, keep your feet that hip distance apart so we've got lots of room between those feet. And the sides of your feet are parallel to the sides of the mat. Okay, we're going to inhale. We'll draw the arms out to the side, reverse swan dive. Draw the arms center of chest, breathe in, breathe out. So make sure you're breathing. Don't stop that breath. Okay, and watch because we just moved, right? The heart was below the head. So we just want to make sure that we're adjusting to gravity, blood pressure, all that jazz. Okay, so breathe in, breathe out. If you're seeing stars, I want you to be super careful with those forward folds. Okay. So here we go. We're going to inhale, draw the arms up overhead. Then we're going to exhale, draw the arms behind, interlace the fingers. Okay, so this time I want you to have right finger over top of left. So alter your pattern if that's not the case. We're going to bend our knees as deep as we can. Toes might need to turn a little bit outward. Make sure that you're using your abductor so your musculature on the outside of your thighs to pull your knees apart. We're going to inhale, exhale. We're going to hinge forward. We're going to allow those arms behind us to come up as we bend forward. Breathing in and breathing out. So if you have glaucoma or any blood pressure issues, just go halfway. And just allow those arms to move where they may. Then we'll inhale. So we're inhaling, coming up. As you need to breathe, breathe in again. Inhale, draw the arms up. Exhale, bring the arms center of chest. Breathe in, breathe out. So we're going to do that a second time, but this time the left index finger is going to be over top of the right. So we're going to change how our hands are. It's going to feel weird. Okay, let's inhale, draw the arms up. Exhale, draw the arms behind. This time we've got that left fingertip over top of the right. We're going to bend as deeply as we need to. Push that bum back, but not where we're arching our spine. Okay, neutral spine. Inhale, exhale, hinge forward. And we're going to inhale. As we inhale, drawing up and out. Exhale, inhale, draw the arms up. Exhale, release down. Breathing in, breathing out, because we're opening the chest. Lots of energy moving through the body, very heart opening. Okay, so if you feel that energy, just stay with it. Make sure you use your breath. Okay, we're going to do one more salutation sequence and then we're down on the ground. Yay! Okay, here we go. And let's bring the feet just slightly together this time so they don't have to be touching, but just a little bit narrower than hip distance apart. Inhale, draw the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. See if you can lengthen the spine. Exhale, hands on either side of those feet. Here we're going to hop, step, walk those feet back. Lower down. Inhale, up dog or your cobra. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. So from this position, we'll just add on to that sequence. We're going to bring a different lunge into it. Okay, so let's, from here, instead of from a standing position, we're going to go from our downward facing dog to get to where we need to go. So let's bring our left leg forward. Okay, same sequence, just a different way to get into it. Okay, so the right leg is back. Inhale, high lunge. Okay, then we're going to exhale, bring that back leg down to the floor, or back foot down to the floor, sorry. Okay, so here, warrior one, try and keep everything square. It can get tough. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Okay, alter your stance, warrior two. Turn the palm up, exalted warrior. Exhale, bend the elbow, place it on the thigh. Inhale, exhale, right arm up overhead. Extended side angle. Inhale, draw back. Good. Exhale, let's bring that back arm forward, so that left or right arm comes forward, sorry. Back heel in the air. Exhale, release the hands down on either side of that front foot. Now, what I want you to do, drop the right knee to the floor. You're going to untuck the toes. We're going to ease our way back into the hamstring stretch. Okay. Did that in that sequence yesterday. Breathing in, breathing out. Again, pull that left hip back, square the hips. Reach for the toe if you feel comfortable. Keep everything nice and square. Then walk the hands back forward on either side of that front foot. Press the hands into the air. Tuck the back toes on that right leg. And let's bring the left leg up into the air. Drop the foot down. Second side. We'll bring that right foot forward. Okay. High lunge. Oh, it can be challenging for me, that's for sure. Back foot. Okay. 45 degrees, warrior one, then into warrior two. So right arm comes forward, exalted warrior, palm up towards the ceiling. Back, bend the elbow, extended side angle. Inhale, float back up, warrior two. Back heel in the air, draw that back arm forward. Exhale, hands on either side of that front leg. Drop your back left knee. You can untuck the toes, walk your way back. Keep dorsiflexion in the ankle of that right foot, right ankle, I mean. Draw, pull that right hip back. You can reach your left hand to that right toe if your hips are square. If not, hands can just rest on the floor. Then we'll walk the hands forward on either side of that front foot. Tuck the toes, knee in the air. We're going to inhale, draw that leg up in the air. Release it down. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's look towards our hands. We're going to bring one knee to the floor, then the other knee to the floor. So here, left knee comes forward, then the right knee comes forward. We're just going to shift to our hips, onto our glutes, extending the legs out in front, grabbing any extra flesh from behind. We're going to inhale, draw the arms up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. So here, you can take your peace fingers around your big toes, or you can take them to your shins, to your ankles. Okay, make sure that those shoulders are away from the ears, and see if you can separate those feet. If they're close, tight together, it may give you a little more relief in your low back and your hamstrings to open those feet up, just as we've been practicing earlier. Inhale, lengthen, look forward. You can shake that head, no, smile. Kindness towards self. Exhale, release down. Then we'll inhale, lengthen forward towards those toes. Exhale. Inhale, draw the arms up, release down. Here we're going to move to reverse plank. So keep those legs extended. Okay, here we're going to flex our toes, or our ankles, sorry, toes are going to go towards the ground. We're going to roll the shoulders back, fingertips towards our hip. So make a nice cushion between your shoulder blades for yourself. Okay, really open up that chest. We're going to inhale, exhale, and then as we inhale, let's lift the hips up into the reverse plank position. You can keep the chin tucked into the chest, or alternatively, head can go all the way back. Just don't go halfway. Breathing in and breathing out, lift the hips up a little bit more with the next inhale. Then as you exhale, if the head is back, keep it back until your hips come. Your chin is tucked, then just keep the chin tucked. Once your hips touch the floor, Head still back. Tense your fingers and roll your shoulders forward. Whew, again, super energizing. Breathing in and breathing out. Here we'll draw the right knee into the chest. And then we'll bring it to the outside of the left leg. If this is not possible, just keep the foot to the inside of the thigh. Again, we did do this yesterday, but we're going to add a little bit of variation on. We're going to bend the outstretched leg and bring the heel towards the hip. Now, if this doesn't feel good, if your knee, where the rotation comes is your hip. So you got to be careful. If it's not there, then you could do damage to your knee. So this isn't necessary. You can keep the legs outstretched. Okay. Sit up nice and tall if you're there. Take the left arm around that right leg and windmill the opposite arm behind. Okay, so same leg, same side. So right arm's behind. Fingertip, breathe in, breathe out. And then you can start to look over your shoulder. Now, if you need a little bit of a deeper twist, come back center. You can take that arm to the outside. Okay, start from the lumbar spine, so low back, and then mid back, and then go ahead. You can look over that shoulder, breathing in and breathing out. So both glutes should sit on the floor if you're in this twist. Otherwise, that left leg can stay outstretched. Inhale, looking center. Exhale, you release that arm around that right leg. Windmill the right arm back from behind. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, exhale, and you can just release yourself over those legs. So we're not quite going into cow face. This is just kind of an intermediary, I guess, position. Then we'll inhale, come up, lengthen the spine. We're going to extend that left leg, extend the right, same thing, second side. So here, left leg into the chest, bring it to the outside, sit up nice and tall. Then you can bend the knee. Again, if both hips don't sit on the floor, don't do this. If one side's different than the other and you have to keep the leg outstretched, by all means do that. Okay, you just keep up a consistent practice and then work on each side one at a time. You can wrap that right arm around the left leg, windmill the left arm behind, tent those fingers, inhale, exhale, look over the shoulder, start at the low back, mid back, upper back. Now, again, come back center first before you draw that arm to the outside. Inhale, exhale, start again. And we're going to inhale, looking forward. You release that right arm off that left leg, windmill the left arm out from behind. Ease that right leg out in front. Ease that left leg. Grab any extra flesh. Inhale, draw the arms up. Exhale, draw forward. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale. Then we'll inhale, drawing ourselves back up. Let's bend the knees, place the feet, soles of the feet together. Okay, here, let's draw the arms up. We're going to interlace the fingers, release the index fingers. We're going to inhale, exhale, press back. Inhale, lengthen forward. Inhale, draw up, release down. Inhale, come forward. Exhale. Interlace those fingers, release the index fingers. Inhale, come up, release those hands down. Draw the knees together. You can inch your way forward on your mat, place the feet flat on the floor. Okay, palms up towards the ceiling. We're going to get down the same way as we did the other day. We're going to lift the chest up and come down to the floor, lengthening all the way down. Now, if your spine cannot handle that, if your back is sore, if your abdominal musculature is super sore today, hands to the outside, behind your thigh, behind your hamstring, and lower yourself down. Otherwise, palms up and just bring yourself all the way down to the floor. Knees to the chest, hug the knees in, tuck the chin for a moment. Feet down to the floor, palms flat on the floor, roll the shoulder blades under. Inhale, lift the hips up into bridge. exhale, tuck the tailbone. Bring yourself down to the floor. Nice knees to the chest hug. Release down. Here, we're going to keep both knees bent. We'll bring the right knee into the chest, extend the right leg up into the air. Here, you can take your hands to the back of the calf, to the ankle, to the toe if you'd like. Inhale, exhale, let the upper body come back down to the floor. Extend the left leg along the floor. Breathe in and breathe out. Then ease off on that right knee. Allow it to bend. We're going to bend that left knee again. Place the foot flat on the floor. Bend the right knee, right ankle to the thigh. Inhale, lift that knee into the air. Reach your right arm in between that right little triangle that you created with the right leg. Interlace the fingers either on the shin below the knee or behind the thigh, whatever will work for you. Then inhale, exhale, and let yourself ease back down to the floor. Breathing in and breathing out. Then we'll release those hands, release the legs. They can stay up in the air though. Bring your arms out to the side, straight from your shoulders. Rotate the shoulders forward, palms flat on the floor. We're going to inhale, exhale. Allow the right knee to fall to the left side. You look to the right. Then ease those knees back center. Exhale. Open twist. Let the right knee move to the right side. You can look to the left. Inhale, back center. You can undo those legs, bring the right foot back down to the floor. Arms can come tighten by the side. We're just going to go for one more bridge before we go to the second side. Inhale, lift the hips up, look straight up towards the ceiling. Don't be looking around anywhere else. Knees again should be hip distance apart. Use your abductors, pull those knees so that they're not tenting inward. Then tuck the tailbone, bring your back, your spine back down to the floor, vertebrae by vertebrae. Knees tucked into the chest. Release the feet down. Here, let's extend the left leg up into the air. Straighten that leg. Engage the quadricep. Lift your upper body up off the floor. Reach towards that calf, towards the ankle, towards the toe. Okay. Then inhale, exhale, allow your body to come back down to the floor. Extend the right leg along the floor. Keep both feet super active. Dorsiflexion through the ankles. Breathing in and breathing out. So that just means that your heels are pressing either towards the wall or the ceiling. Toes towards your nose. Inhale, exhale. Then we'll ease off that outstretched left leg. You can let that knee bend. Bend your right knee. Place the foot flat on the floor of that right leg. Okay. Bend at the left knee, left ankle to right knee. Then we're going to inhale, exhale, bring that right foot up off the floor. Reach your left arm through that little triangle that you created with your left leg. Inhale, exhale, ease yourself down to the floor. Breathing in and breathing out. Your hips are super angry at you today. Just be kind to them, kind to yourself. Then gently let's release the grip that we have off the shin. Release those arms out to the side. Rotate the shoulders forward. Palms flat to the floor. We're going to inhale, exhale. Allow the left knee to move out to the right. You can look to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, and allow that left knee to move out to the left side. You look to the right. This is just an open twist. Inhale, bring those knees center. Unhook ankle off knee. Draw the knees into the chest. If you want to pause it here, if you want to do legs up the wall, anything more restorative, by all means, do that before we get into our Shavasana. Otherwise, if you're ready for Shavasana, you can lengthen those legs down, roll the shoulders under, palms up towards the ceiling. Breathe in very deeply. And then as you breathe out, soften your body, soften your thoughts. Breathe in kindness to every one of your joints, your cells, perhaps the outside corners of your mouth. Turn upward just in a soft smile. And as you exhale, kindness remains, the tension releases out of those cells, out of your joints. So next, deepen your breath. Allow your exhale out the side. Wiggle your fingers, toes. Maybe make small movements at the wrists and ankles. Draw your arms up overhead. Lengthen feet tip to toe. Breathing in and breathing out. Maybe a yawn. And then allow yourself to soften your arms to float back down by your side. Bending your knees, feet flat on the floor. Tucking the tailbone under. Rolling over onto your right side. Bringing your arm underneath your right ear. just enjoying the fetal position for a moment. Then as you feel ready, use your left hand, place it in front of your chest, and push yourself up to a seated position in the center of your mat. Finding a comfortable position, if the eyes open, allow them to close once again once you've oriented yourself to the space. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Bring your hands center of chest, pressing palm to palm. Again, thumbs just floating in front of the heart center. I want to thank you so much for allowing me to lead you through practice today. I hope it serves you well today and to the rest of your week. I hope you can practice a little bit of kindness with yourself as you have shown today through your practice. And perhaps that will permeate into the rest of your day to encounters with other people, other beings. Perhaps even if there are some challenges that you face, that kindness can always be at the basis of your decision. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope to see you soon. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope this was time well spent, and to see you here again soon. Thank you.